Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, good people? Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Fortune and Freedom Friday. Back again with another episode of SR Daily, episode 463. You are tuned in to episode 463 of SR Daily. Closing out week 93 on this beautiful Friday, September 26, 2025. Made it through another work week, another school week, man. Happy to be here. A lot of people in here, man. There's been some tragedies this week, man. There have been some tragedies this week. We said RIP to a 13-year-old young man. Learned that a 16-year-old is the one who killed him, pulled the trigger. Two babies, man. Man, life. And with all of that, there's beauty still exists, man. Beauty, pain, tragedy, successes, triumphs, joys, challenges, obstacles. They all exist in this life here, this thing we call life, man. All of it exists. Sometimes at the same time. Sometimes one person standing right here could be going through one thing, and another person standing right next to them could be going through something completely different, man. And so we give grace, we give compassion to ourselves, to others, man. We do our best to move through this life with love and peace and harmony so that we can cultivate the world that we want. And I believe that a great majority of us want a better world, a more peaceful world, a more loving world, a more forgiving world, a kinder world, a world that is more rooted in truth, freedom, justice, but peace and love, liberation, humanity. Mona asked a question yesterday about some ICE agents. So what kind of human do you have to be? And I was reminded of something that Mike Tyson said. I forgot where he got the quote from, but he said this years ago. Everyone is born human. You have to be taught how to be humane. And that is one of the truest things ever said. You have to be taught humanity. You have to be taught how to be humane. Everyone is not humane. There are some people who are living in this physical body who are humans, but they have no humanity. They are rooted in distrust. They are rooted in harm and evil and exploitation and all of the stuff that is no good, man. Abuse and violence towards other humans when they're not threatening their life, they're not threatening their living situations, right? What a world we live in, man. Peace and love, though. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. We're going to get the show started. Pui QB, what's going on, my brother? Peace and love. Mona, happy Fortune and Freedom Friday, baby girl. Peace and love. We're going to start the show, guys. I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. You are tuned into episode 463 of SR Daily, Friday, September 26, 2025, 9:05 a.m. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Let's start with our first segment of the day, family. Today's first segment is a quote of the day. Today's quote, 3 simple words: life is good. Life is good. Truly it is. Even with the challenges and obstacles and pain and heartache and grief, this thing we call life is beautiful, man. This thing we call life is beautiful. It is good, and it is oh so sweet, right? And this is a perspective. I understand not everyone shares this perspective. It's a perspective that I've developed over my years that's allowed me to see this, that allows me to see that even though challenges with my mama, even though challenges with my little brother, even though challenges with my own health, even though like physical health, even though challenges through my mental health, right? Challenges with my children and my children's mother, right? Challenges with friendships, right? Pains, imprisonment, right? Losing a parent, losing 3 siblings, grandfather, uncle, tons of friends, aunt. Even with all of that, even with the housing challenges and the financial challenges, even with all of that, life is still freaking good. It is because I've experienced what it feels like to, one, be incarcerated, physically incarcerated, and to be mentally imprisoned. I've experienced that. I was home before going to prison. It's crazy because I was home, but I was in a mental prison. When I went to jail, actual prison, 3 years, 31 months. When I did that, I became mentally free. It's crazy. It's insane. Like I can't explain it other than that really the power is in the mind. The power is in the mind. And of course, you want all freedoms. You want mental freedom, emotional freedom, spiritual freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, and of course, physical freedom. Life is good still with all of that, with all of the challenges. Eddie Kruger, my brother, peace and love. Even with all of those challenges, life is still good, man. And I would implore you guys to remember that. As tough as things are, right, to root in that. And what has helped me was remembering the things that I'm grateful for, remembering the things that I do have, remembering that I do have a dream, I do have a vision. So even, again, when I was, before going to prison, right, and it's crazy to say, like you might have heard it before. I've heard some people say, I've read some people write it. The worst prison is the mental prison because you're physically free. Physically free is like the elephant in the zoo. Elephant in the zoo has been conditioned to not move. And so even the elephant could trample over, the elephant could run, the elephant doesn't move because it's been conditioned to stay there. It's been conditioned to stay there. So your mindset, how you think about yourself, about freedom, about your surroundings, about what's possible for you, about what restricts you, how you think about that really, really, really matters. I was physically free before going to prison, but I was in the mental box. I went to prison, physically incarcerated, but my mind, I was able to see my dreams again. I was able to see my visions again. I was able to remember I am a being of love and of light, right, and of artistry, right? Like I was able to remember that shit in prison. And I was able to help people while I was in prison, right? And life is good, yo. Like life is good. Cousins Dozen, what's going on, brother? Peace and love. Thank you for tuning in. Life is good in spite of the challenges. And you know what? Sometimes life is good because of the challenges. Life is good because of the challenges, not in spite of, not despite, but because of the challenges, because of those obstacles, because you've overcome them, because you're still enduring them, you're able to see the beauty of life because you have something to contrast, right? Like I can still walk outside, go sit by the water, right? I can still, like, I'm able to afford my phone, I'm able to afford some food, I'm able to afford some things. So life is good, man. Like, still, truly, it is. And I know that's not everybody's perspective. But me and a brother was talking about yesterday, it was like suffering can be avoided. And it's very tough. Pain is going to be there, but you can avoid suffering by accepting things for what they are and learning to navigate with whatever that reality may be. Could be the loss of a parent, learn how to navigate that, right? Not wishing that things were the way they were, not wishing your parent was alive, which could be tough, very tough. I've lost a parent. I wished for a long time my dad would come back, and I suffered. Literally, I suffered emotionally, physically, I suffered. All right, could be ending a relationship, right? Divorce, right? Away from your children, right? Like, work towards what you want, but accept things for how they are in the moment. Right? It's very tough. But we're going to move right along to our second segment of the day, family. Today's second segment, our news of the day. Today's news, Sefu Sankofa, what's going on, big brother? Peace and love. Today's news, we're going to talk about, today is the 25th annual Brides March here in NYC. I remember learning about this a few years ago and just being blown away, like, by the tragedy and then by the outpouring of love. So the Brides March here in NYC, right? Today's the 25th annual. It's an annual march honoring victims of domestic violence. And it was started after Gladys Ricard, a Dominican woman from Washington Heights, was murdered in New Jersey by her abusive ex-boyfriend on the day she was to marry her fiance. Holy fucking shit. This woman was getting married. She was getting married. She had, I guess, thought she escaped, right? But got out of an abusive relationship. Had a new love. Was moving in the right direction with her life. And her ex-boyfriend killed her on her wedding day. That shit is fucking insane. Adrian, what's going on? That shit is insane. Can you, like, imagine? You're in an abusive relationship. You get out of that relationship ends. You find somebody new. Things are looking up. You're getting married today. Not like in a few months, not like tomorrow, like you're getting married today. She had a white dress on, getting married. And her ex-boyfriend killed her. It's like something out of a movie. What a fucking tragedy. And so this march has been going on since 2001. Since 2001, this march has been going on. I'll be out there with some folks today. Let's read a little bit about the march. 25th Annual Gladys Ricard and Victims of Domestic Violence Memorial Walk/Brides March. Friday, September 26, 2025. We marched for 25 years and we're not stopping now. This year marks a quarter century since we first took to the streets dressed in white, refusing to let the story of Gladys Ricard and so many others be forgotten. If you or someone you love has been affected by domestic or gender-based violence, or if you believe in a future free of it, we invite you to stand with us. Join us today, Friday, September 26th, 25th Annual. Together we walk to remember those we've lost, so support survivors and build a future where safety, healing, and justice are possible for all. Who should come? Everyone. Survivors, families, advocates, men, youth, elders, neighbors, and first-time marchers. Bring a photo of someone you want to honor. We display them at the opening and closing ceremonies and carry them with us throughout the walk. While we march, to interrupt silence, to show up for those who are no longer with us, to call for solutions that go beyond just this one day. This year, we're growing, expanding prevention education for youth, creating peer-led programs for men, and supporting families impacted by intimate partner homicide. We're also building with national organizers in cities like Lawrence, Massachusetts, New Brunswick, New Jersey, and New Orleans, Louisiana. Man. Let's read some history. It's insane. She was killed by her abusive former boyfriend on the day she was to wed her fiance. The first march took place on September 26, 2001, the second anniversary of Gladys's murder. The idea for the march was originated by Josie Ashton, a young Dominican woman from Florida who was moved by the murder and outrage at the media and community's insensitive response to Gladys's murder. Josie resigned from her job and sacrificed more than 3 months of her life away from her then young family to walk in a wedding gown through several states down the East Coast, ending in her home state of Florida, all in an attempt to draw attention to the horrors of domestic violence. Several organizations in New York City, including the Dominican Women's Development Center, the Violence Intervention Program, the Northern Manhattan Improvement Corporation, the Dominican Women's Caucus, and the National Latino Alliance for the Elimination of Domestic Violence, helped Josie organize the first march, which served as a send-off for a 1,600-mile journey. They organized supporters in the New York metropolitan area, including the family and friends of Gladys, to join Josie on the first leg of her walk from Gladys's home in New Jersey to the church in Queens where Gladys was to marry that September 26, 1999. Damn. To date, thousands of women, men, and youth among the members of the Ricard family and other families affected by domestic violence, along with elected officials, civic leaders, clergy, students, and scores of domestic violence advocates and survivors, gather every September 26, rain or shine, to memorialize Gladys and the many other victims who have also lost their lives to domestic violence and raise awareness of the horrors of domestic violence. I know a few people, man. I didn't know this woman. I know a few people. I know a few people from my neighborhood and a few people just in general who were killed by their partners. Man, the mission of the Brides March is to raise awareness of domestic violence and its consequences, particularly in the Latino community in New York City. Goals: to pay tribute to Gladys Ricard and to all the battered women and other victims who have died as a result of domestic violence by holding an annual march on the anniversary of the death of Gladys Ricard, September 26. To disseminate bilingual information on the issue of domestic violence to the Latino community and to provide information pertaining to the services available to victims and survivors. To inspire on a national level other communities to organize a similar march in their neighborhoods to be held on the anniversary of the death of Gladys Ricard, September 26, memorializing her and all others killed as a result of domestic violence. Man, this is insane, guys. But this is real life. This is unfortunately, this is the reality. This is a real woman, a real human. This is not a movie, dog. This is a real woman who was gonna get married. 1999, September 26. Her ex-boyfriend killed her. Insane. Oh man, insane. It's very tough. Very, very, very tough. But I believe that together We can raise awareness together. We can do something. We can encourage people who are in domestic abusive situations to speak up, to leave. I know that I don't know. I've never been in that situation, but I can imagine that it's definitely super tough, especially you talk psychological abuse. You talk the fear of leaving and being killed, right? You're being abused, but you don't want to leave because, number one, you are psychologically abused, controlled, but you don't want to leave because you may be killed. I told you about the situation I learned of recently in New Jersey, right? Woman I know in Queens, her friend, her homeboy, right, going through depression, supposed to get married. His fiance doesn't want to deal with it no more. She breaks off the engagement. She comes home from work. He shoots her, tries to kill her. She happened to survive, shot her twice in the head. She happened to live. He killed himself. Shit is so tough, man. Shit is so tough. Man. Man. Rest in peace to all those whose lives have been lost to domestic abuse. Sending love to those who have survived domestically abusive situations, relationships, and those who may be currently in an abusive relationship, physically abusive, mentally, emotionally abusive. Sending my love, sending my thoughts. Like I said, I'll be out there today. Join me if you're able to. I'm leaving Queensbridge at about 12 o'clock. All right. Got a haircut appointment that I had made that I need to have for tomorrow. All right. It's only availability. So yeah, if you're able to, join me. I said I'm leaving Queensbridge about 12 p.m. Taking the train. I'm gonna text some friends and see where they are. I head uptown to meet everyone and walk. This is very serious. Have family members not lost their lives to domestic abuse, but I've had family members in domestically abusive relationships. I've witnessed domestic abuse. Yeah, shit is tough. We need more people to talk about it. We need more people to come out like that. It can happen to anyone, any man, any woman. Doesn't matter how fly you are, how tough you are, how beautiful you are, how much money you make. None of that matters when it comes to domestic abuse. All of those things go out the window. Anyone, it can happen to anyone. It can happen to anyone. I remember when I did the play, Love Doesn't Hurt, was about domestic abuse. And I remember opening night, we did a play. We did it at the Salvation Army in Harlem. And I never forget, play was over. It was sold out crowd. It was an incredible experience. I acted in the play. And this woman came up and she was crying. And she wanted to take a photo with us. And she wanted to just talk to us. And she told us that she had been almost killed by her former lover. Almost killed her. I can't remember if they was married, but he almost killed her. I think shot her a few times, right? Like, tried to kill her. Man, let's move right along, family. So our third segment of the day. Today's third segment, as always, our tip of the day. Today's tip is do not let your circumstances dictate your attitude towards life. Do not let your circumstances dictate your attitude towards life. Yes, it may be fucking difficult, but this is where your foundation and your vision comes into play. What are you rooted in, right? What grounds you? An example, right, is to not let your financial situation, right, if you're struggling with money, don't let that impact your attitude of gratitude. Know your energy levels. Like, you're struggling with money, being down ain't gonna help you get money, right? Like, be up, right? Focus. This is, again, what are you rooted in? Your daily practices, your meditation, your exercise, your prayer, right? Communication with friends, whatever it is that you do daily to help you stay grounded, to help you stay focused, right? To help you keep moving forward, like root in that shit. Right, attitude of gratitude is one of the simplest things. Yeah, things are tough. Yeah, you might not have money. Yeah, your health may be a little ill right now, right? But like, what are you grateful for? Grateful that you can still talk. Grateful that you can still think. Grateful that you have friends to call. Grateful that you have a place to go, places to be, things to do, people to see. Grateful. Attitude of gratitude. It matters, right? Your energy levels. Keep your energy up. keep your energy up, because so the key is to be enthusiastic, right? So the key is to be enthusiastic, excited about your coming success, and always believe that you are just one call, like one meeting, one interaction away from everything changing for you. Everything could change like that. Like it's happened to me, it's happened to others. Things can change like that. And then it's maintaining, which is tough, right? All of it is tough. But don't let your circumstances dictate your attitude towards life. Be excited about life. Give thanks for life. Even when things are not perfect, even when things are not ideal, even when you are struggling with the loss of a loved one, a parent, a child, a sibling, a spouse, right? Even when things in your community is freaking haywire, don't let your circumstances dictate your attitude. Don't let your circumstances dictate you. I cannot repeat it enough, right? Like stay focused, stay grounded, stay true to you. Again, what is your daily practices like? What are you doing every day to help you stay focused, to help you stay grounded, to help you stay true to who you are? What are you doing? Develop some practices if you're doing nothing. Again, for me, it's meditation. It's the simplest thing. Meditation, some exercise. Those are the things that keep me grounded, right? Reading. It could be reading. It could be writing for some people. It could be dancing, right? It could be walking outside in the park. It could be time in nature, right? It could be calling a loved one, right? Like every day, right? Like it could be that. I remember before my aunt transitioned, we would always call each other multiple times a day sometimes. Talk about thoughts that we have, talk about things that we've seen, our day interactions, right? Like I was rooted in that, right? It helped me stay focused. It helped me keep going. It helped me remember that things are not that bad, right? Before my sister transitioned, we would talk very often, right? Me and my sister Bunny, all right? Before my brother transitioned, Anthony, what are you rooted in? What grounds you? What keeps you whole? What keeps you focused, even though other parts of your life or every part of your life may be falling apart? What grounds you? Sit with that. Stand in that. All right, let's move right along, family, to our fourth segment of the day. Today's fourth segment, Sefu said, hey, Sister Mecca, what's going on, big sis? What's going on? Giving thanks no matter what. Absolutely, my sister. I love you. I appreciate you. I miss 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 you. I owe you a call, conversation, communication, an interview, all of that stuff. Thanks for being on today. Sefu Sankofa, great point. Be grateful for the opportunity to exist. Yes, 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 yes. Let's move along, family, to our fourth and final segment of the day, our build of the day. I could not end this week without talking about yesterday's experience. Oh, my goodness. Listen, guys. Yesterday, I experienced the most intentional meal and gathering that I probably ever experienced in my life. I've had some incredible experiences, some incredible meals. But yesterday, my mind was blown. My friend, dear friend, she hosted a few of us at her home and in her balcony garden, beautiful garden on the balcony. She told us about what she was growing, how and why some things grew, told us that she planted some things intentionally and some things planted themselves, whether it was a friend threw a seed, right, somewhere, whether it was a bird or a squirrel brought a seed, left it, and things just sprouted up that she did not plant intentionally. And she cares for this garden with love. And I'm I'm lost for words, man. Like it was incredible. Like it was incredible. It was freaking really incredible. Like we harvested stems, leaves, right? Roots, right? Pull some turnips out, right? We didn't eat. I didn't. Mona and I was there. We didn't eat the turnips. Right? You got to cook those, and we're not doing cooked food. But we was able to eat like sage right off the tree, mint right off the tree, right off the plant, right? Like basil right off the plant. Right? Like it was incredible, incredible beans, seeds right off the plant. Like, yo, it's magical, 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 like, magical. It was incredible. Like not only was the meal delicious, I literally felt it, like it felt good to eat. Like the food felt good. The sauces that she made, the layout, it's perfect. It was man, it was poetry and haikus, right? That she read. And it was space for the rest of us to share poetry, haikus, and whatever we were feeling. It was incredible. My goodness. It was really beautiful. Right? Again, there was seeds we ate, leaves, fruits. Right? Fruit is the end cycle. Like that's what it gives off. It gives you the fruit. Boom. We went through this process. And now here, take this fruit, take this tomato, take this cucumber. Right? Take this pear. Take this apple. Ah, man, incredible, 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 incredible. Incredible. Like I said, I've experienced a lot of food from some pretty dope chefs, some who I would consider food scientists, right? I would consider about two chefs that I've had food, three chefs, maybe four, a couple actually, been to a couple different places, and I'm starting thinking about restaurants and where people are food scientists. It's food science, they understand it. One of my men's freaking Shaq, food scientist. I mean, Vegan Kings, food scientists, right? Blue Cheese, incredible chef, right? Like these are friends, right? Like restaurants, incredible chefs. But yesterday was different. Yesterday was different. Yesterday was different. It was probably one of the most beautiful food experiences I've ever had. Right? Yeah. It was different. Completely different level. Beloved Cordelia, what's going on? It's different level, different energy. The intention was there. It was very, very, very sensual, right? Reading and talking. And she was explaining, why she put certain things together and why, and right, it was just a gathering of us. But if it would have been a bigger thing, there would be some music playing and it would be a fire. It's fucking incredible, man. I'm really grateful. And if you know me, you know that my mindset is that if any one thing is different, everything is different. And so if I go back to 11 years old and I change the course of life by saying my dad doesn't pass then, I change the course of life, and maybe I don't experience yesterday. Even if he passes a day later, maybe I don't experience yesterday. And so I give thanks, man. I chalk it all up as part of the process of becoming, right? I am becoming the greatest version of myself. People around me are becoming the greatest version of themselves, right? And we here, we outside, even when we inside, right? We living, we loving, we growing, right? We striving, we pushing, we're eating, right? Even in the midst of tragedy, even when there's so many others who don't have what we may have, right? We express deep gratitude and we send very strong prayers out. And we not just send prayers out, but we do our best to try to ensure that all people have their basic needs met, at least food, right? Food, adequate clothing, right? But yeah, that's the journey, man. It was beautiful yesterday, and like I said, I'm extremely grateful. My heart is full. I'm probably gonna take this like energy to into the weekend, right? Seeing my babies tomorrow in Philly, like super excited for that. Super excited to be in Philadelphia tomorrow with my babies and Mona and yeah, man, it's life, yo. Like we're gonna keep living while we're here, because what else we gonna do, right? We not offing ourselves, right? Even if we gotta lay in the bed a couple of days because things are not right and we're not feeling great, we're gonna get up and we're gonna push and we're gonna keep living until we're not here no more, right? They say ride this till the wheels fall off. That's what we're gonna do here, man. And so with that, guys, listen, I appreciate you. I thank you. Another week down, week 93. I spoke to the brother yesterday about a 500th episode. It may be a goal. We don't have 100% confirmation yet, but he said it looks like it could work. So once I get that confirmation, you guys will know. Again, mark your calendar either way. Tuesday, November 18th, 2025, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., 1 hour show, SR Daily. We're going to have some guest interviews. We're going to do our game show, right? We didn't get to do our game show. Last episode 400, we did episode 300 at Ben and Jerry's. Episode 400, we was online, so we didn't do it. But episode 500, November 18th, in person, we're going to run our game show. That's super exciting, man. So mark your calendar once again, please. Tuesday, November 18th. If you're in New York, you can get to New York and you want to be a part of the live studio audience, there will be an invitation for that. Other than that, we're going to be here live, same way we are live 5 days a week. I love you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. Episode 463 in the books, week 93 in the books. Hope you guys have an incredibly beautiful weekend. Right, please do join us right back here though next week, same time, same place, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. I love you guys with my whole heart, Truly, I do. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. You hear me? It's not getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Thank you so much. Peace and love.